वोकैबुलरी नहीं किया पीटी रीडिंग के लिए तो समझ लो कुछ भी नहीं किया।
अच्छा ठीक है, समझ गया।
Real life success stories, you can see it on our YouTube posts. The students who did prepare their vocabulary for the PT reading module, all of them saw a tremendous rise in their PT reading scores. See, PT reading section is already challenging because of reduced time. The questions quality is the same. How can we do it quickly? There comes the power of vocabulary, and I am going to show you in this video and in this video series that we produce every single month, words that are appearing in the reading fill in the blanks, words that are appearing in the reading writing or drop down fill in the blanks, all the words that can stumble you or that can stump you when you are attempting the questions in the exam. But if you know them before only and how to use them, then you are one step ahead of everyone else. So like and subscribe and watch it right till the end, and you will see which type of words are coming in the exam for this particular month. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing great. Vocabulary बहुत important होती है. So if you are preparing your vocabulary, what you need to do is focused approach. And what can you do to improve your focus is by watching this kind of videos and the video series that we produce every single month, focusing on the words, trying to improve you in all aspects that are required to get a perfect score or a nice score in PT reading module. This is the only way, I'm telling you, vocabulary and grammar. And as I told you before, there are numerous students who have been successful, numerous viewers as well, subscribers, members, everyone who put an effort in this area saw success. So we are going to show you 40 most repeated words for fill in the blanks reading section. And if you want a complete access to all the words, the prediction questions, whatever is coming in the exam right now, we do offer two types of memberships on our YouTube channel. Priority and VIP, where you get in priority you get the most repeated questions, whereas in VIP you get the complete vocabulary list, complete spelling list, grammar ebook, templates, exclusive access to videos and whatnot. Mind it, this is only for students who are preparing from somewhere else, but we do offer the opportunity to learn it directly with us. We do offer unlimited live classes, a fabulous portal where you not only get the complete resources that I talked about now, but you also get amazing feedbacks. So you can try it out free on our website, and then if you decide to enroll, then you can just WhatsApp or Telegram us and then start the journey of learning PT reading or the PT complete exam with us. So like and subscribe and let's start cracking. So the first set of words. Now you don't need to take down all the words. We will share the complete slide PDF with you in the description and below the video, so you can download it at a later point of time. But now what is important is to understand. You see, many of the words are not very simple, not in normal person's vocabulary. That's why we focus so much on this. And once you know it, you will know what to do with them. You will be able to solve the questions, and then we are going to solve a couple of questions at the end of the video, real exam questions appearing in this particular month, and then you will see your confidence level boost up straight away. So let's start with the list of words. We'll go 10 by 10. First one is picky. What is picky is you are choosy, you are fuzzy, you are very peculiar in selection. So that's what picky means, and it is an adjective because it describes a person, picky eater, picky about something. So again, always used with nouns. The next one is potential, again a common form of adjective ending with -al. Potential, yes, it can be used as adjective or it can also be used as noun. The meaning first, possibility or capacity. Now I am also showing you some of the collocations with it. Some preposition based collocation as well, which is heavily tested in the exam. So if you see the reading fill in the blanks question, then you will see many of the questions will have some preposition after or before the word. And if you know this understanding of which words are used with which type of words, then it will be much easier for you in the exam. So see how we use potential. Full potential. In this case, it is used as noun. So full is acting as adjective here. But in this case, potential danger, very common collocation. Or unlock the potential, again used as noun. Over here it is used as adjective. Potential chances, again as adjective. Synthetic, that is not natural. Okay, something artificial, something man-made, and again can be used as adjective or noun. Synthetic materials is something as used as an adjective, whereas if you say that this material is synthetic, there you are using it as a noun. Okay, so just be careful. Synthetic materials, very common collocation. Synthetic fiber, synthetic drugs, very commonly used. The next one is essential. Essential means important, vital, necessary. Like these words, all of them are essential for your exam, especially for this month and the coming months as well, because words do get repeated. So again, it can be used as adjective, normally used as adjective because this is the common form of adjective. can also be used as noun. Something is essential. So that way you're using it as noun. But if you say essential part of something or essential features, then you're using it as an adjective. See the examples. Common collocations: essential role, essential, absolutely essential, or essential for something. So add a word here, for. Note it down. Essential for something can also be used. The next one is thrive. Thrive means flourishing, growing, being successful. Same way you will be if you start improving your vocabulary, start improving your grammar. PT reading will be nothing. You will improve, you will thrive, you will be successful. So that's what it means. It is describing, it is used as an action. Thrive on, very important. Thrive on challenges, or thrive in business, thrive in situations. Okay. So that's how you can use it. Plants thrive, again action, or thrive in, thrive on, very important prepositions that we have to consider. Next one is slammed. Slammed is like hitting. You smash the car, you slam the car onto something. That is the preposition that you have to use. Slammed into, slammed onto, into, both can be used. If you are talking about a surface, then definitely onto. But if you are smashing inside, completely going, then you can say slammed into something. So both can be used and both are correct. Hit hard, understand the meaning, can also be used as adjective to criticize something. So let's look at the examples. Slammed shut. Okay. Slammed into, onto, I already told you. Slammed by critics, very, very common collocation. Again, if someone says his acting or his performance was slammed by critics, that means not appreciated at all. Criticize. That's what slammed can also be used as. And over here you see slammed shut can be used as adjective as well. But mostly it is a verb. That's what you have to remember. Delicacy. Delicacy is something very rare, very peculiar, very special kind of food, related to food all the time. So rare, fine food, fragility, you can ignore that, mostly used with food. That's the meaning you have to focus on. How do we use it? Local delicacy, cultural delicacy, handle with delicacy. That delicacy is fragility. So this is also sometimes we use it as to show this is delicate. This can be broken easily, fragile. That's what it can also be used. But mostly if you see it in the food area, related to any passage related to food, then definitely delicacy is a strong contender there. Next one is chronic. Chronic, which is long lasting, never ending, often used with disease. Okay, so long lasting, persistent. You are describing a noun here, so that's why it's an adjective. Okay, this is also a common form of adjective. If you do not know which video I am talking about, there is a special video that I made to show the common patterns of nouns, adjectives, verbs, how they appear, even adverbs. So you do go and watch that video. That is going to really help you to figure out which type of word is what, right? So chronic pain, long-lasting pain, chronic disease, chronic shortage. These are very, very common collocations that are used. Definitely, if you get in the exam, some of them will have this combination. Next one is exceptionally, ending with ly. That's an adverb. Exceptionally, ultra fantastic, that kind of exceptional, something beyond excellent, super brilliant. Okay, one word for that, exceptional. Okay, so you don't need to use two words. Unusually, extremely, at the extent. So always an adverb. Exceptionally well, you have done exceptionally well, very commonly used. Exceptionally talented, exceptionally rare, to exaggerate the degree to the highest point, exceptionally. That's where you use it. And you can use it with adverbs are using to enhance the degree of adjectives. So as you can see, exceptionally rare, rare is already adjective. Exceptionally talented, talented person, already an adjective. So adverbs can be used to enhance the degree of adjectives. If you did not know that, note it down. The next one is rendered. Rendered means caused to be or presented. It's a verb in the ed form, in the past tense form. Rendered useless, very, very commonly used. Rendered speechless, rendered services. So whatever service I provide, that is rendered by us. Or it is caused to be useless. It is caused to be speechless. Someone was rendered speechless by looking at the stage performance. That kind of scenario you have to use. Okay, 10 words completed. Let's look at next set of 10 words. Okay, there are still 40 words that we need to cover, and let's look at the next set. The first one. See, all these words are not very common. Some of them may be common to you. It all depends on your current English levels. But most of you are struggling. So that's why we have made these kind of videos to make things easy for you. Contaminating. Contaminating. Be careful with words ending with ing and ed. Verbs can also be used as adjectives. Okay, so it normally means polluting or infecting something. Contaminate is the root word. Contamination in the noun form. So contaminating water, an action. Contaminating influence, contaminating food. So this over here, you are using it as an adjective. This is a contaminating food. So if you consume this, then you will be sick, that kind of way. Next one, primitive. Another common pattern of adjectives. Primitive means very ancient, early stage, basic, those kind of scenarios you can use it. Normally we use it as adjective most of the time, like primitive tools, primitive society, primitive form, but sometimes it can also be used as primitive. Just the way I told you, if you're talking about something, then you can use it as noun as well. Next one, flawless. What pattern do you see here? Flawless is an adjective, something without any errors, without any problems, no flaws, flawless. That's how. I shared it in one of my spelling videos. What these kind of suffixes at the end can change. Like if I put in front of discipline, it changes the meaning. Indisciplined means not disciplined. Flaw means problems. Flawless means no problems. So that's how the suffixes and prefixes can change the meanings. Even do, undo. Okay, so in, un, less can be used to change the opposite. Flawless means perfect, without errors, flawless performance, flawless skin, absolutely flawless. So you see, it is used with adverb as well. So adverb, as you know, increases, enhances the degree of adjectives. Absolutely flawless. Dedicated. Now over here, dedicated, you can also definitely use it as verb. So if you want to note it down, you can note it as verb as well. Dedicated to is the most common preposition that you will see. I am dedicated to my work. I am dedicated to the preparation of the exam. That's how you have to use dedicated to. Or you can say dedicated team. Over here, it is used as adjective. Dedicated efforts, again as adjective. But if you are talking about any action, I am dedicated. You are talking about an action. That's where you use it as verb. Stale means, again, very old, often used with food or something not usable, not fresh. So adjective, definitely. Stale bread, stale air, stale joke, very old joke. No one is going to laugh at them. Stale food, very common collocation. See, it's used with food or particular type of food as well. Vulnerable, very common form of adjective. No guesses there. Vulnerable means weak or exposed to harm. So vulnerable means you can be easily harmed. That's what vulnerable means. And if you don't strengthen your vocabulary, you will remain vulnerable. That's what I mean. See how many words we are able to connect with the exam directly. Very practical. And it will be useful throughout your life once you learn it. So vulnerable to, again, very important. Vulnerable to attack is very commonly used preposition with this. Or if you're talking about with adverb, financially vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable, again very common collocations. Next one is intolerable, again an adjective, means something you cannot tolerate, unbearable, too much, intolerable. So that's why we use it with pain, intolerable situation, something very bad, almost intolerable. So these two are very commonly used together. Understand the meaning, understand which prepositions we can use it to with, and then which words also. Intolerable to can also be used. If I say I am intolerable to pain, so I can't tolerate any pain. So to is also a preposition that can be used with it. Subsequently, adverb means one after the other, afterward. Consequently, subsequently, these all words have appeared in the exam very recently. Adverb, subsequently found, something found in sequence. Subsequently developed, developed later. Afterwards, subsequently published, finally published. So all those scenarios can be used. Consequently is a little different, which means consequence means the result. So as a result means consequently. If you don't work on your vocabulary, consequently, you will not get good scores in the exam, especially reading section. So that is a consequence as a result of something. Consequently failed, as I told you, can be related to exam. Consequently important, or consequently he left. So you are saying as a result of that, an action happened. he left or he ate. Then comes concurrently. All these words appeared in the same option, and if you don't know the exact usage, then you will not know what to do with those words. Concurrently means happening at the same time. Concurrent things means happening at the same time. So that's what it is used in the adverb form. Concurrently running, concurrently enrolled, occurring concurrently, very, very commonly used. Okay, so half of the job is done for this month. Remaining half, let's start cracking and let's keep cracking. The first one is exertion. It is related to your physical effort and how much strain you are causing to your body. If you're tired, that means you are exerted. Over here, it is in the noun form ending with shan. If you use it in the verb form, the word is exert, exerted. Okay, so you understand the difference. Exert means effort and strain. That's what I told you. Physical exertion, very, very commonly used. Mental exertion, if you're mentally tired, or without exertion also can be used. So you saw which words it can be used and which prepositions also it can be used. The next one is contemplate. Contemplate means think deep, consider, ponder. That kind of words are relatable to contemplate. Contemplation in the noun form. Over here, it's in the verb form. Contemplate life, contemplate a change, contemplate doing something. So you're thinking about something very, very deeply. That's where it is used, and these are the common collocations. The next one is prospect. Prospect is in the noun form here, mean possibility or future chances. Prospects. What are your job prospects? What are your career prospects? So that's how it can be used. Exciting prospects, job prospects. Bleak prospect means very, very less chance. Bleak means very low, very, very slight. The next one is piled. Again, you will see ed can be used as verb and adjective. Verb and adjective mean stacked, piled up. Okay, so piled up is very, very commonly used collocation. Yes, this is the same pattern you will see in the exam. Piled high, in this case you are using it as adjective, or piled on or piled up. Only two combination you will see in the exam. Next one is mapping. Mapping means when you are connecting something between several things, or at least two things you need. So you are charting, you are diagramming, that can be one meaning. And mapping in this case is used as a noun or verb. So if you are doing an action, I'm mapping something between these things. So that's how you can use it as a verb, or you can use it as mapping out a plan. Mapping out is also very common collocation. Mapping system, mapping out, or mapping out, mapping the plan. That way also you can use. Next one is anticipate. It's definitely a verb. Anticipated can be in the past tense form. Anticipating in the ing form means look forward, or you anticipate, you are expecting something. So that's what it means. Expect or look forward in the future. That's what anticipate problems. If you are able to foresee that problems will come in the future. Anticipate or eagerly anticipate. Used with adverb this time. Verbs can also be used with adverbs. Anticipate changes. So again, anticipate problems or changes that are going to happen in the future. Interpret. Interpret means you're able to understand properly. Someone is able to explain to you. Someone is able to translate it to you. Multiple contexts it can be used. Interpret. Sometimes if it is a big passage and we ask you to interpret it, that means it's your understanding, explanation. So interpret is in the verb form. Interpretation is in the noun form. So over here we have the verb form. Interpret the results or interpret results. It's used with noun. Interpret data, again used with noun. Interpret meaning. See, multiple context. Tribute, paying respect or honor to something. Tribute to, very, very commonly used. Pay tribute, that is also very commonly used. Okay, so pay attention, pay tribute, that's where we use pay, although you are not paying anything, but that's how it is used. Or a fitting tribute to the soldiers, or whatever you want to talk about. So tribute to, pay tribute is very important. Ditched. Ditch means abandon, getting rid of something. So you can ditch class, you can ditch the plan, you can ditch a friend. So always in the verb form it is shown here, and you can see it's always used with a noun, because using the simple subject verb object concept, verb comes in the middle and subject and objects are always nouns. Right, the next one, last one in this batch, detour. Detour can be used as noun. That means you are not taking the normal route, you are deviating away because of some obstacles. So longer route, diversion, these are the synonyms for detour. Take a detour. Okay, commonly use detour route. Because of the obstruction, you have to take a different route. Or detour around. So these are the common words that it is used with. One of it is preposition, the other ones are normal words, like word types, meaningful words. Okay, so I hope you are getting the understanding. Before we jump on to practice question, we still have one more set of words. Just hold on a little bit more. These words are important. I have seen some of the words appearing multiple times in different questions. Same word. For example, if I remember correctly, there was a word like expansion. It was used in multiple reading fill in the blanks question and even appeared in writing fill in the blanks question as well, multiple times. So just search for one word in the prediction file. You will see how many places it is repeated. So knowing one word is really, really important and really, really helpful in the entire exam. Believe me. First one is turbulence. Turbulence, something that is not very stable. Disturbance, rough movement. Often used in flight, air turbulence. That's what we feel when you are traveling in flight. Or political turbulence, when there is disturbance in the politics, like what is happening in America right now. Turbulence in markets, again, compliment of Mr. Trump. That's what is happening in the world market, turbulence. The next one is slander. Slander. So you remember which type of words it is used with. Air turbulence, political turbulence, turbulence in is the preposition that it is used with. Next one is slander, means falsely damaging or false damaging statement. Okay, you are slander someone or you commit a slander. Okay, so it can be used as a noun or verb. When you're talking about an action, that becomes verb. Commit slander. So in this case, it is used as a noun. Sue for slander or slander someone's name. So in this case, it is used as verb to show that you are doing an action, slandering someone's name. Okay. Next one. Two words similar. Please note it down. Device and device, sounding the same. Homonyms. That's what we call similar sounding words. Device with an S and device with a C, don't get mistaken. Device with a C is always a tool or a gadget, electronic device. So that's what we say, electronic device, mobile device. But when you say it with an S, when you use it with an S, that becomes a verb, not a noun anymore. This is a verb and this means invent something, plan something, devising a plan. Okay, so devise a strategy, devise a system, cleverly devised. Okay. So that's what it means, invent or plan. The next one is toiling. Toiling means work hard. Again, it can be used, ing words can be used as verb, as an adjective as well. So toiling away, that's a common collocation. Toiling in the fields, working hard in the fields. Or endlessly toiling, this time used as an adjective, used with an adverb. Okay, another peculiar word, begot. Begot means caused or gave or giving rise to something. It is used in the verb form. Begot a confusion, used with nouns. Begot a change, so that means you are giving rise to a change. Or begot generation, so the changing generations that we are talking about. Treading. Treading means stepping, walking carefully, like treadmill. That's where the word comes from. Treading. And it is an action over here. It can be used as an adjective as well. No surprises now. ing, ed words can also be used as adjectives. So treading water, you are stepping into the water or carefully walking in the water. Treading carefully, very, very commonly used. Treading on thin ice. You can directly use it with noun, or if you want to use a preposition, treading on something. Okay, that's what is commonly used. The next one is genesis. Genesis. Not very common word, means origin of something or beginning of something, always used as noun. Genesis of life. Genesis of is always used. Okay, genesis of an idea. Okay, if you see a preposition after the blank of and if it fits the meaning, then definitely go for genesis or genesis story. The second last one is confer. Confer means grant, or you can use it as discussion as well. Confer, power, you're granting power to someone. Confer a degree, awarding degree to someone. Confer with colleagues, so that means you are discussing with colleagues, and confer with is the preposition that is always used with confer. If you want to get the entire word list, as I told you, you can become our live class member or you can join the VIP membership plan, where you get entire collection of all the vocabulary words that have come in the exam, not only this month, past previous months as well, complete collection. The last one is defer. Defer means postpone or yield. That's what you keep doing. You keep deferring learning vocabulary, and in the end, what happen? Consequences happen because you don't pay attention or pay tribute to vocabulary. Okay, so even if you're watching it right now and you have reached here, that means you have understood the importance of vocabulary for your PT reading module. So you can postpone a payment, like defer a payment or defer a decision. Defer to authority, that means you are postponing to someone, putting it on someone else's head. Defer to. So defer to is the common preposition. To is the common preposition that is used with defer. Okay, all done and dusted. Now the word list will be available for you to download, so don't worry about it. Let's do the question and see if we see some of the questions or some of the words that we learned just now, and see if it makes a difference or not in solving those questions. Okay, this one is very short passage, but 4 blanks. See, some words we learned: essential, picky we learned about synthetic, we learned about potential. So 4 words we learned, and I'm not saying all of them will be the answer, but you have to choose and decide. So now let's start with grammar, reading fill in the blanks. Now this question we have picked up from the most recent prediction file, which we have published on YouTube as well as available to our live class students and self-learning students. So this is the question number 1, and you have to see the grammar patterns as well, which we keep on sharing. Reading fill in the blanks question cannot be solved without the help of grammar. Yeah, if you are really confident with using the words, then you will know the answers, but if you're not, then grammar is really helpful. What do we see here and what do we see here before and after the blanks? Are. What is a common pattern of words coming after are? Either nouns or verb 3. Okay, even ing can also come. So let's see. Verb 3, consumed, appointed. So these two are verb 3. Replaced is also verb 3. Essential, potential, adjectives. Picky, again adjective. Synthetic, again adjective or noun. So we are interested in this one. Which one is fitting the sense now? Though infants usually start eating solid foods between 4 and 6 months of age, more and more solid foods are dashed by a growing toddler. Consumed by a growing toddler. Consumed by is also a very common collocation. Who consumed it? Oh, this was consumed by this guy. So that becomes your first answer. Okay, next one, you do not see any dash food allergies. So allergies itself is a noun. Okay, it's a thing. And any dash food allergies. So which kind of word are we looking for? In front of noun, you always find adjectives, right? So that's what we are looking for. Any essential food allergies or potential. Something with a chance, that's what we are looking for, potential. This becomes the second answer. Toddlers may be dash at times, but it remains important to introduce a variety of foods. So that means they can be choosy at times. Which word is choosy? Picky. If you didn't know the word picky, the meaning, then you will not know. And see, be picky at times. So that becomes your third answer. The last one, to introduce a variety of foods and offer food with dash vitamins and nutrients. With what vitamins? Okay, vitamins is noun. We need an adjective before it. And how many adjectives are there? Essential is definitely an adjective. Replaced vitamins, as we said, ed words also need to be examined. Replaced, consumed we have already used. Appointed vitamins, no, we don't appoint vitamins or vitamins. Synthetic vitamins, no, we don't introduce that to toddlers, common sense. So essential, which are important. So that becomes your fourth answer. And that's how, if you know the meanings and how to use them, along with the help of grammar, you can solve the question straight away. Clearly, 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5 is not a mystery. You can get it. People are still getting, our students are still getting it with proper approach. Okay, let's look at the next one. Dinosaurs largely died off when a Manhattan-sized asteroid dashed into, see, I told you, prepositions will be there. Next one also has a preposition. Next one also has a preposition. So before or after, there will be preposition. So what do you see? Dinosaurs largely died off when a Manhattan-sized asteroid. We are talking about action, something actioned into Earth 66 million years ago. And it is something that we need in past tense. So verb 3 will definitely fit because action is verb and past is verb 3 or verb 2. So let's look at the options. Slammed, thrive is present tense, outcome again is verb but present tense, picked is past tense, slammed is past tense, mapping again ing form. So slammed into or picked into, just now we learned slammed into, smash into. See, I told you slammed onto or into. So in this case it is into, that becomes your first answer. And meanwhile in the shadows, tiny mammals had steadily dash up. Again, after has, have, had, you use verb 3. So which other verb 3 do you see? And does it collocate with a pick up your speed? Picked up perfectly collocates there. That becomes the second answer. Third one, that helped them survive the disaster and dash in its aftermath. So there is a grammar pattern as well because there is a conjunction used and we are talking about two verbs here. Survive the disaster and dash in the aftermath. So again a verb is required, and which verb form? Simple present tense. Why? Because this is also in simple present tense form. I've told you in my numerous videos before. If you have not watched it, there is a PTE grammar playlist on our channel. Some of the videos will cover that. So this is grammar consistency we are talking about. Now verb 1 is required. Now apply the meaning. And also which word fits with in. Thrive in, outcome in definitely is not fitting. Thrive in, just now we learned thriving in business. So that's how you can use thriving in its aftermath. That becomes your third answer. And the last one, the study came to that conclusion by dash, after by mostly verb ing will come or noun can also come. So in this case, noun is extinction, ing is mapping. Now apply the meaning. What is it talking about? The study came to that conclusion by dash the complex interactions between a huge range of ancient animals and their ecosystem before and after the asteroid hit. So we are not talking about extinction, we are talking about mapping between. I told you, and this is where between is there. So you see, the words, prepositions can be there along the sentence. It doesn't necessarily have to be just after the word, but it will be there. So I started my journey from Sydney and then I went to, so from and to is always related to start and finish. So that's how you have to learn to use the preposition. So in this case, mapping complex interactions between huge range of animals and their ecosystems. Perfect meaning. That becomes your fourth answer, and that's how you solve the reading questions. Please start preparing, please start working on your vocabulary. I can guarantee you will be in much better state than what you are currently in right now. With vocabulary, you will enhance the word power. With our continuous grammar support on our channel, you will be at another level of what you are currently. But only thing is required from your side is the willpower. You need to understand the importance. Tricks will not work here in the reading module, but approach does work. Every day our live class students are being successful using these tricks. And as I told you before, there are two types of membership plans that can help you. Priority will help you to get the most repeated questions, whereas the VIP will not only give you the repeated questions, but grammar ebook, vocabulary list, spelling list, templates, and also exclusive access to videos. And in the end, nothing is working for you. You need help with the PT exam. Don't hesitate to WhatsApp us or Telegram us, where we provide unlimited classes to you, as well as 3 months of app access, complete access with mock tests and all resources that we talked about. And before you leave, if you have not watched the 10 amazing grammar shortcut video that we published, especially for reading fill in the blanks and the PT vocabulary playlist as well, you need to start watching all those type of videos available on our channel free of cost. Nothing costs that. Keep watching Edutrainex, and I'll soon be back with another super informative video on PT topics. See you soon.